Hey friends, it's Lisa. Welcome and thank you for watching another one of my videos. Today's video is focused towards my fellow candle heads or anyone that's interested in candle empties because it is my December 2017 candle and wax empties. And I didn't really get through a lot. I was a little more conservative this month in my burning, and also I wasn't here for a little bit in the beginning of the month, so that also eliminated some of my burning time. But I did get through a couple things, and first I'll just go through the two candles that I went and just put straight on my candle crock. The first was from Bath & Body Works, and it's a tester candle of vanilla balsam, and this just says balsam fir branches, frosted vanilla, and snow-capped pine. And as you can see, there's no wick because basically when it was completely melted, I just pulled the wick out. And the reason why I did that is because in the past I've given my father candles that I have warmed on the candle crock after they've cooled and he could use them for his candle making, and I'm like, do not burn them because, you know, the glue loosens and it's now a fire hazard. And what does he do? He immediately starts lighting them. So I took the wick out for child-proofing, pretty much. But basically, this was just a really nice middle ground between pine tree and vanilla, and I kind of wish I had this in full size, but I don't. And then the second one was another tester candle, and it is Winter Candy Apple, and again, child-proofing of my parent. I took the wick out. And this just says a cheerful Yuletide blend of candied apples, spiced orange zest with a touch of winter musk. And honestly, I would not be able to pick out any of those things because to me, this just smells like generic shampoo, but in a good way. I actually really enjoyed this scent. It's just like a very clean, almost like effervescent scent to me. I wouldn't necessarily pick out apple. I wouldn't pick out any of those notes, but I also had this warming, and each one I pretty much warmed for about 2 weeks. And the reason why is because these tester candles, they basically are crap to burn. They're not even worth your time. So I just immediately put them on my candle crock. I did finish a scent portable of Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin, and I just want to point it out. I don't have it with me because it's in my car, like in my thing, you know, wherever. And it's snowing out, and I really don't feel like getting changed, going into my car, getting it, getting back in the house, and then showing it just for a video. But just know that their Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin scent portable, it lasted me like 2.5 months. That thing just kept like spouting fragrance for a really long time, and I was quite impressed with its performance. The next thing I have is a room spray, and this is actually from Goose Creek, if you can see that. And this is their Citrus Lavender Concentrated Room Spray. You get 1.5 fluid ounces. I received this as my free gift when I made a Goose candle order earlier in 2017, and I got to pick the fragrance. And basically, this just smells exactly like the lemon lavender lemon lavender candle from Yankee Candle, which I love, but now I like associate it with bathroom, and I just need a little break from it. But it was really good. And this spray lasted months. And it also had really strong, what's the word? Like, I would spray one spray of this and it would not only fill the bathroom, but it would like come down the hall. Like, you smelled this. In comparison to, I have a Yankee Candle Concentrated Room Spray in there right now. And it's like, you got to spray like 3 spritzes just to like get something going. So, I do recommend this. Next I have the one wax melt that I completely finished this month, and it was from Sensationals at Walmart, Violet Sugar. And this just says a sweet combination of wild violet and sugar. Oh my God. I mean, if you watched any other people on YouTube that melt this, I think we all feel the same thing, that the scent is just amazing. Like, I've never watched anyone that had this and was like, it's gross. But it's just this beautiful floral, a sweet floral. And I had this going in my bedroom. Unfortunately, this is the only clamshell that I bought. Like, come on, candle person, you didn't buy like 18 of them? No. But this is really nice. It's definitely something that if I saw it at Walmart in the future, I would pick up. And they're only $2, which is a great deal. But it smells amazing, and a lot of people have been saying that the Bath & Body Works candle that just got re-released, the Pink Petal Tea Cake, smells exactly like this, with just like a hint of cake. And now that I have the candle, which is, I'm looking on my floor because it's right in front of me, I agree. Like, that candle and this smell almost the same. So in theory, I wouldn't buy the candle ever again. I would just look at Walmart for the $2 pack of wax melts. But this is definitely a thing that I would repeat purchase if I saw it again. Now we're getting into some of my other candles. First, I completely burned from Yankee Candle, North Pole, and this was a 1-wick small tumbler. And it went all the way down to the metal stud. And this is supposedly what holiday dreams are made of. A sweet blend of icy cool mint and sugary rich vanilla cream. The mint and vanilla cream marriage is like pretty spot on. This candle is the candle for the person who they want that peppermint smell, but they don't want that like punch you in the face, wasabi up your nose, peppermint that some candles that have peppermint, you know, that's what they give you, is like an inducing headache because it's so strong and it's so over the top. But this, with the mixture of vanilla, it took the peppermint down a notch. So I still got the like freshness and the pepperness, you know, like the mintiness of the peppermint, but it wasn't like super strong. And then it also, on the vanilla side, it wasn't like sickening sweet vanilla, because I know a lot of people that have vanilla candles, that's one of the things that they may not like about them, is that they're like over the top sweet. So this was the perfect marriage of the two, because it basically left the best qualities of the scents, but then took out like the stuff that, you know, I personally hate about peppermint and I hate about vanilla candles. So I would definitely get this one again. And this one was a 2016 pour, but I did just buy this in November. The next candle is another one of the Yankee 1-wick tumblers, and this is Magical Frosted Forest. And Yankee says this is an enchanted place where icy breezes playfully dance through tall, snow-coated pines. I hate, and Bath and Body Works is like guilty of this too. I hate when they give descriptions of candles and I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what does this smell like? I don't know. But this, to me, the reason why I bought this candle is because it definitely gave me that Christmas tree, that pine tree, that type of feel, but it wasn't as strong as balsam and cedar. Now, I love balsam and cedar candles. I actually have one and I didn't burn it this year, but I love that pine tree smell. Like, if my house could smell like a Christmas tree, I don't want to say all year round, but for like a good portion of the year, I would be happy with that. I would totally be happy with that. But this like gave me that, but it was like pine tree, Christmas tree light. Like, it wasn't over the top, but it just was enough to give me that impression of the Christmas tree spirit and like the forest, but it wasn't like punching me in the face with the obviousness of like, you have a place that smells like a Christmas tree. So I thoroughly enjoyed this. And again, this was a small 1-wick tumbler. This was in the soft wax, and basically it burned all the way to the metal stud. And this one was a 2017 pour. I've mentioned in some of my other videos, at this point when I'm purchasing candles, I'm trying not to buy large one-wick candles unless it's a returning favorite or something, because they take forever to burn. And so what I loved about burning these is that they were manageable. The recommended burn time is 35 to 55 hours. So I felt good that I was able to get through these scents in a month, and I don't feel like I had to commit, you know, my weekends, every evening, you know, my time off. Like, I didn't have to marry that candle. And then the last two actual candles that I have are from Bath and Body Works. And this one is the Honey Vanilla. And I actually started this in November. I had it as my, like, one of my candles in my November picks. I never finished it, but it was in my bedroom and I was just like, I'm gonna get through this. And they're telling me that this is smelling like rich vanilla, warm tonka bean, and wildflower honey. Now, when I first started this candle and when it was on cold, to me it smelled like Greek yogurt with honey on it, which might not sound appealing to everyone, but it's appealing to me because it's one of my foods that I like to go to. I love that like creaminess of the Greek yogurt, or just like yogurt in general. I should take out the word Greek yogurt because actually now I can't stand Greek yogurt, but just like regular yogurt and honey. And it was really great. Then, you know, the thing that happens to most Bath and Body Works candles happened to this candle. All of a sudden, when it got to about halfway, it got that like, I mean, you can kind of see there's some discoloring going on, and I, you know, was very meticulous about my wicks. But it got like dark in the wax and started getting that smell like kerosene, and it was kind of just like, ugh. Like, it didn't smell like the candle that I loved in the beginning. It smelled like something else. But, you know, I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. So I did finish it. I liked it when it was in the beginning, but the smell at the end was like a burnt kerosene, gross hot mess. But there was that one. And then the last candle that I burned, I actually picked it up in my Candle Day online order, and if I remember, I will link the video down below because I'm really bad at that kind of stuff. But it is from Camp Fresh, and it's the Fresh Balsam candle that came out this year with this really beautiful lid, which I'm going to keep this lid, even though I don't know what I do with the lids afterwards. What's funny about this candle is I had filmed an Instagram live story when I opened the box, and I smelled this candle and I was like, this is gross, it smells like BO, it's disgusting. And I was instantly saying that I was going to exchange it for something. I didn't, obviously. And I started burning it, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. It had this really nice forest smell, and it was very much like this candle in that it gave me like that impression of Christmas tree, but it wasn't like punch you in the face with its obviousness of Christmas. And they're just saying that this is made with pine, cedarwood, and eucalyptus essential oils. I did really enjoy this scent, and surprisingly enough, it burned really well. Like, as you can see, that's the wax that's left over. It went down to their metal studs. The wicks on this candle were great. I had no puny wick syndrome. I had nothing like with ropey wicks. The wicks were strong all the way through. And the scent of the candle never changed. It didn't become like kerosene or gross or anything like that. It just stayed its true scent. So this, you know, miraculously stayed a good candle all the way through. I wish I had this potential luck and performance with some of the other candles that I burned from Bath and Body Works, but I am happy that I got one good candle from BBW. And the last thing I have to share with you regarding my candle and wax empties is this box. And I swear a rat didn't get to it unless that rat was me. But it is my Yankee Candle advent calendar. It looks like it's been through a little war or something, but basically I've said this in, I know I said it in a video, and I know I said it in Instagram because I was doing Vlogmas through Instagram, but I was so excited when I saw this advent calendar. I saw it in their calendar last year, catalog, website, whatever, and I really wanted it, didn't get it. I saw it in their catalog that came to my house around October. I wanted it. And then I just happened to be in a Yankee Candle retail store and they had one. This was the only one they had. And I grabbed it and I felt amazing and I was like, oh, this advent's gonna be great. Well, it came with 24 tea lights of various scents. There was 12 scents, so obvious math, you got 2 of each tea light. And here are the things on the back. Just very quickly, I know this video is going long, but bear with me. Holiday Bayberry, Cherries on Snow, Christmas Cookie, Sparkling Cinnamon, Mistletoe, North Pole, Sparkling Snow, Magical Frosted Forest, Red Apple Reef, Balsam and Cedar, Sugared Apple, and Christmas Eve. But basically, and it came with a frosted glass votive holder. But basically, this cardboard, first of all, was impossible to like poke through. I like had to like get in there, and even in the beginning I think I had to use like scissors or something to kind of like punch the perforated edges. It was impossible. So that like explains the rat attacking this box of it all. But then the other thing that really frustrated me is that they glued every single tea light to the plastic container. So then as I'm trying to get it out, like the glue, like I had to fight with this box. And I loved the idea of this advent calendar, I really did. But its execution I hated. And I even on Instagram, I tagged Yankee Candle in my video where I was explaining like how frustrating it was. But I would not recommend this advent calendar. That's how much it pissed me off that I would not recommend this next year and I would not buy it again. But other than that, I mean, it was fun, you know, but then it was like, oh, I gotta burn them, The white wax tea lights burned much faster than the green and the red. The green and the red would last like 8 hours. The white was like 4 hours, it's done. It was weird, it was crazy. But that was that. And so now we've reached the end of my video, and that was the candle wax empties that I have for December. I was about to say August. I don't know why. There's snow outside. I don't know where August popped in my head. For December 2017. So I had a great year burning candles, and if I'd have to say a low point in my candles, it would have to be the worst candle of the year for me was Bath and Body Works, like honeyed pear or sugar pear or harvest pear. It's so bad I couldn't even remember. It was like hands down the worst candle that I burned all year. It was disgusting, and I'm going to stay away from BBW pear scents. My favorite candle, on the other hand, is from Yankee Candle, and it was cotton candy. I loved it so much that I burned a full jar, and I have since bought 2 full jars, and I went through some votives that I found at the outlets. Like, it's hands down one of my favorites. So that was the highs and the lows of this year. So anyway, I hope that you had a really great year burning candles and melting wax. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing. And until next time, I hope you guys all stay well. Bye!